Welcome back, everyone. Everyone here, everyone in the future, to KOTOR, where we now rock a yellow lightsaber. Where we have...
Yes?
Oh, I forgot you had a yellow lightsaber. Let's change that later. And last time... did I show you guys? I don't know. I don't think I did. But yeah, we were somewhere else, and we just walked back here to talk to this guy.
Now those Mandalorians know what it's like to be hunted, but now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop until you've defeated their leader. You must find him and kill him too.
Done it.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
Oh, no. I'm a Jedi. I'm a really good guy. There's no need for a reward.
Please take it.
Oh,
this pitiful amount will never be enough for what you have done for me. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
Oh, pardon. I just, it's that my Dutch DNA gets really activated when I refuse money. Okay. What does the quest log say? Investigate ruins. Oh. We have to go investigate the ruins. We don't have to be here. You want to talk?
How can I help?
Nope.
Can I?
Yes, what's on your...
Nope.
You got it.
Okay then, lovely. Good chat, guys. Let's go. Yeah, we'll change that later. I'll change the color. Is that because of the mod? Because I'm pretty sure they don't respawn on the Xbox version. But yeah, just a bit of KOTOR. My vanity project, because no one watches this. Well, not really. But I just want to have it on the channel. I feel like this should just be on my channel. Oh, come on. Come on. You ready? You ready? Yeah? Good. But yeah, I feel like this should just be on my channel, so I'm gonna make KOTOR 1 and 2 on my channel. I love these games. Oh. What are you trying to say? Bastilla, you know what this droid's saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
Oh god. Ah, that's giving me PTSD flashbacks. Oh, so much Selkath on Manan. Yeah, but yeah, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. But you are not of the slave species. Neither are you of the builders. You are like the one who came before.
Must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid and explored these ruins.
Who are these builders? What? But yeah, what are you? I I'm the overseer. The builders program me to enforce discipline amongst slaves while this monument to the power, blah blah blah. Project completion, all slaves were executed. I was programmed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Star Forge. The Star Forge? But that's what we are looking for. Isn't that crazy? Once we made a giant fucking shipyard, guys can make ships. Yeah, I know what it is, Epic. I know what it is. I've played this before. How long have you been here? Chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of this system's outermost planet around the sun.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
20,000 years? It sounds like my sex life. It's been 20,000 years. Who are these builders? Builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Star Forge.
These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
I mean, the Hutts. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The Hutts would never do that, okay? They're too fat. Droids speak Selkath. Maybe they were the builders. The Selkath were nothing but slaves and servants to the true masters. Like all the other species, they bowed down before the might of the builders and the Star Forge. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. Well, none can stand against their might and the power of the Star Forge. Well, been a star's lifetime since Kev had sex, pretty much. People say, you know, you lose your virginity, but I definitely found it. Badumts. I've been here ever since the completion of this monument. In all this time, no builder has returned to seek information on the Star Forge. What is it? It's a glory to the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It's a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. Ooh. Ooh. But what is it? What does it do? I mean, it's a machine, but what machines do things. The Star Forge is the glory of the builders.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Star Forge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Could it be a factory or weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Star Forge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
What? Why? Oh, well, we can ask him about Revan and Malak. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Star Forge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered secrets of the Star Forge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there's another one who failed to unlock the secrets.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The council sent him here to
investigate. Oh, we saw him!
And it cost him his life.
Oh, we spoke to him. We found him. Did you kill him? Okay, how do we prove ourselves worthy? Okay. Those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Star Forge. Now Malak is using the Star Forge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Star Forge. The Republic is depending on us.
Very true. Okay. Do I have a shield? Yes, I do. We have 1 ion. Would that work against this thing? 22, not bad.
That hurt, I bet.
Come on. It's only fire. It's only fire. But yeah, this is I mean, it's tough, but it can get kind of boring killing this thing because it doesn't do much damage to me and we're not doing too much to it. Damn it. So we use a med pack. Let's use a battle stimulant. Why not? Cure. And there we go.
How'd you like that?
Karth, just shut up and shoot him or something. Do something, man. What the fuck? Kill him. Kill him.
You asked for this.
Okay, and we get 25 XP. Wow. That's great XP. And we get some droid shit. That is great XP. Especially now that I've got to use 70,000 medkits. Okay, this ancient computer turns and throbs. It turns and throbs? Its screen flickers to life and a stream of incomprehensible characters crawl across it. Oh, that's like epic scrap in the chat. Incomprehensible characters. Oh, look who's talking. Droid shit, you mean oil? Hey, badumts. Okay, so in this one you talk to the computer. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. Then you insert your datapad in it. The computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. The screen goes blank again. And then more familiar characters begin to appear. We talk to it again. The computer goes silent. It seems to be processing a lot of data. Your datapad is released from the receptacle and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Continue. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seed world types. I have to go now, sirs. No problem, Cyclop. Always happy for you to stop by. Thank you so much. Life-giving. So, oceanic, grassland, and arboreal. Yeah? Okay. Okay, yeah. 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 Then we go to the next room. And there's another stupid robot. Could you... I don't know, you don't have to do much actually. Can you just throw a frag grenade? Do a bunch of that. Could you do force shield and attack? That did no damage. Okay, what about you using that as well? Karth White. God damn it.
What can I do?
Okay, so now Bastilla gets 2 attacks. I'm pretty sure. Oh. Oh.
I'm here.
Oh. Wait, I'm pretty sure when I did this on my own, I had Canderous with me. Why don't I have a... What? Oh, I went back to the ship to talk to everyone. Oh.
Yes?
I'll do that after this. God damn it.
I'm here.
That hurt, I bet.
Alright. You use... Shit. You just keep using cure.
Sure.
Keep using cure, please. Don't let him die. Don't let him die. Bastilla. Oh, thank you. Baba bing, baba boom. God damn it. Yes, thank you, Epic. I can see that. He's dying, he says. Thank you. Captain Obvious. God, stop with the freezing!
Yes?
You fucking piece of shit droid, bitch. Fuck.
What?
Just use a medpack, you fucking moron. God, every time. Every time. Every time. Stop. Come on, kill him.
Let's make this quick.
Come on, one more time. One more time. One more time. There we go. There we go. We finished. I think. I always forget whether there's a third one or not. Okay, again, we talk to the computer, we insert datapad, we talk. Bye-bye. And now we have the death-giving planet, so I'm guessing that's desert, volcanic, and barren. Oh, we did it! 5K-year-old droid. Yeah, but it was made by the Infinite Empire. They knew their shit. They created the Starforge. They can make a droid that is uber awesome. Plus, remember, we're only a Padawan. Wink, wink. Winkety wink, 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 wink.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
Yes. But what is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves. But we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
Okay, so what is the Starforge?
I don't know.
God
but
damn
Revan
it,
and Malak were
Bastilla.
very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type. Or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more. But I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge. Whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk and Tatooine and here's Manan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace
Manan.
coordinates.
Oh,
corrupted data.
Manan.
And there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Fuck you, Manan. Okay, perhaps those worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take
Wow.
us to the Starforge.
We are regular
I
detectives.
know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge. And some way to destroy it.
I
That
doubt
sounds
it.
like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
No, Epic, we're good guys. We're not gonna steal anything. We're not gonna steal anything, but we have no problems looking through a dead man's pockets, okay? Hey, look at that. We have clothes. Let's put on a dead man's clothes. Jesus. Lovely.
Yes?
Nice. Nice. What'd you do over the weekend? Oh, I went shopping. Where'd you go? Well, I went to this temple. Okay. Got some new robes from there. Do you like them? Oh, those the robes? Yeah, they look nice. How much were they? They were free. They were just on this, they were on this old guy that died, so I just took them.
Time to rumble.
That's absolutely fine.
Ha! How'd you like that?
I mean, these fucking Kath hounds give us more XP than those uber crazy droids. Okay, no clear line of sight. Okay. Can we stun him?
You asked for this.
Are we that? Thank you, Bastilla, for letting me show off my awesome Jedi moves. You... Oh. Starforge is a limited power. Starforge feeds off like dark side of the Force, and it just creates things. I mean, I think I mentioned it yesterday, but yeah. Bastilla has something on her mind. Oh, hey, baby, you want to talk about it?
How can I help?
Hey, you want to talk about it?
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond
That we
between
should
us.
bang.
I
I mean,
don't
yeah,
dispute that.
bond.
I can
Bond,
feel it,
not
as
bang.
I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our
Yep.
mission remain in question.
Ah. Well, I think you're interested in more than the bond between us.
Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that.
Trust me, babe,
know
I
very
feel it
little
too.
about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Sure.
I was referring to the bond we share, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this.
Okay, I'll answer a couple of your questions. Why not?
Don't worry, these are simple questions, nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
You've got some more questions? Just ask. I'll be happy to help. Don't be shy. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask. At least that's what they say.
Good. On which planet were you born?
How's that good? Sure, it's Derelia. It's a remote system.
Excellent. Your current age is?
What? Wasn't all this in my service records? Like, what the...
Yes. Well,
Come on, Bastilla.
the truth is, I
This
was
is not how you
studying
flirt,
how you
okay?
responded to my questions. Your reactions help me judge you.
Even
This
I know
was
how
a
to
test
flirt.
for me
Well,
to learn more about your character.
no, never mind. Let's continue. What did you find out?
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Yes,
Okay.
what's in...
You've been very quiet.
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Ugh, here we go. Here we go with the fucking Moni Karth. Oh, I don't like being left out of the loop. What loop? You're not a Jedi. You can't come to our super secret hideout meetings, okay?
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your concern, Karth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastilla, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will.
What, like, what? Why should anything the Jedi do seem strange to you? They thought it was more important that I help find a Starforge than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
Hey, I've done pretty well so far.
That is completely beside the point. The Jedi encouraged you to stay with us, and I don't believe the reasons they gave. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Not really. Are you saying I'm not needed? Yeah,
No, I don't.
let's be
I didn't
whiny
mean
like
that
Karth.
you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just, damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much: I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
Oh, come on. Stop it. Fucking Barbie. I'm not Saul.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look,
see about that,
I didn't
won't
mean
we?
it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Yeah, pretty much, Karth. Shut up. Let's go talk to him
Yes,
again.
what's on your
Never mind.
You got...
Can we talk to
can I
Bastilla again?
help?
Does she have more... Oh, she does have more to say to me. Oh,
I do? How did you know?
her face is all scrunched up. Yeah, boy.
A Kinrath pup. It most certainly is not. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you.
She's gonna have my babies later. Don't worry about it. You're so cute. You have feelings for me?
That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
Oh god, Kev. What do you mean? She is gonna have Revan's babies. Shut up, Epic. What do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
Okay, I'll try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't worry, Bastilla, baby.
I believe you truly mean what you say.
Don't worry,
For now,
Bastilla, baby.
Sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises. Your power could be
I'm not
a
gonna
gift
do anything
or a
for you.
curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
Okay, I would appreciate that.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark
Sim.
times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Wow. Oh, what a bad cough. Okay, any more dialogue?
How can I help?
Nope.
Then I...
Okay, let's go back to the council. We go to the council and tell them about the thing. We tell them about the thing. Hello.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Okay, that's great. Lovely. So, cure myself and cure myself. Thank you. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. I'm just gonna go change my color crystal. Oh wait, we can... Sigil. Huh. Go for violet. Violet. Attack bonus, energy. Sure. And we will give Bastilla the other two. Shall we give Bastilla just a red lightsaber just for fun? Totally not foreshadowing anything. Good.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan.
Good.
Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
Nope. I mean, yes, we found an incomplete star map. I'm mentioning something called Starforge.
This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the
Not
Star
Yoda,
Forge
you monkey.
and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastilla, and we will summon you when we are done.
This takes place like 4,000 years
Padawan,
before the movies.
You have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more
he's
you
the
must
same
do in battle
species.
against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
my Jedi
Still, the
efforts have
Council
been in
are in
vain.
agreement.
Man.
The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
So, what, I go alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastilla will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Well, guys, now we
Juhani
have
nearly
2
fell to
ladies
dark
on the
side.
ship.
Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Yeah, sure. There are others that want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
Okay.
You
I
can
will
leave
go.
whenever you
I will
wish.
go.
The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
What does he mean, familiar path? What does he mean by that? That is so mysterious. What could he be saying with that? Okay, so now the game really begins. Now we can go. Ugh. Yeah, how did you know about the... how did you know the council gave me a mission? Oh, so you go into the council chambers. You were in there for some time. Please understand, I'm not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. I only wanted to wish you well and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there. Okay, I can look after myself. Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the academy. In my studies I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side. monsters of pure evil. They are known as scraps. And there's one made from the most darkest of dark sightness, and his name is Epic Scrap, and he became a gorilla monkey brain Twitch viewer. Be careful of them. What makes this creature so dangerous? It is so dumb. It keeps saying it plays WT without saying what the fuck WT means. Okay, so they're quite rare, they're very dangerous, they're born on the dark side. And why do you worry about them if they're extinct? Oh, God. Okay, thanks for the warning, I'll be careful. Do not underestimate the Rentatic. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those gone on the Great Hunt. Right. We don't have to ask what the Great Hunt is. It kinda says it in the name. What is Great Hunt? Well, it's a hunt where we went to kill those guys. Oh, thanks. Candace.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hakdame.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
Okay, what do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Okay, so what happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
What? What happened next?
It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
What, a ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
Excuse me, no.
Your choice. I'm here.
No, but thank you for your insightful story. Let's talk to Juhani. Hello, cat lady.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
Oh, don't worry about it. It is nothing.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Okay. I forgive you. I didn't I already say it's nothing?
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
No problem. I keep yawning, I'm so sorry. I think mission doesn't have any new dialogue, I'm pretty sure.
Hey there, what can I do?
Talk about your brother.
I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff.
I guess
you know
he
how
does
he
have
was always
dialogue.
blaming other people for his problems? There might be something to what she said.
Okay, so you mean you believe her story now?
No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you know? He might have done that if he planned on coming back later, but things don't usually work out for Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Harris. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
Uh-huh. So he sacrificed you to save his own hide?
Yeah, well, no, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing my brother a bit, not seeing all his faults. I still want to find him.
No
I
shit.
need to see him again. It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do.
Okay, well, when the time comes, you'll know what to say, Mission.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't.
She
All
probably
I know
wasn't.
is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerker Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
Sure. Sure. Tatooine was gonna be the first one I was gonna do anyway. Zalbar doesn't have anything to say. T3M4 doesn't have anything to say. Bastilla and Karth are both in the cockpit, right? Bastilla,
How can I help?
you want to speak to me?
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Bitch, I'm not gonna fight no Dark Lord or the Sith. I'm barely a Padawan. So you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
Okay. You didn't kill him. Not what I heard.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
Okay. Ooh. Swotor's giving me my monthly cartel coins. I really need to play that game more for you. For you? Because Malak did a job for you. I was reading that and then never mind. I really need to play that game more. For the guild. But yeah, Malak did your job for you. Or what else did you expect from the Sith?
True, I suppose. And yet the outcome of that battle was unexpected. To all of us. Revan's end was unforeseen. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Okay. Can we talk to you again?
How can I help?
I want to know more about you.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Okay. How did you join the Jedi?
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Talravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst. but even love can lead to folly.
So, what, you can't fall in love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
Sounds convincing, Bastilla.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long
Maybe
time.
that's the thing. Maybe I'm a Jedi. Guys, I figured it out. I'm not some sad, getting older man. I'm a Jedi. And romantic entanglements are discouraged. That is why I'm single. I get it now.
I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Hated? What? You never tried to get in touch with your dad again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Fair enough. But yeah, you sounded kind of sad. What's wrong?
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Okay.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got.
Okay, fine. You don't want to talk? Oh, right. Let's, I wanna see if I have any upgrades for T3M4. Jeez, that is so loud. Intelligence. Dex. Oh, just auto level him. I don't think I'll use him very much. Light plating, heavy plating. Boom. Awareness 2, awareness 3. Lovely. A stun ray, Bendex blaster, and an energy shield. Okay.
What?
Do we have any more to sell or buy? Oh, he wants to. I doubt the order would approve. Yeah, he wants to get. He wants like crystals or something. I don't know. There's nothing you can really do with it anyway. We can sell that. Here's a bunch of crystals. There you go. Sell these. Sell that. Sell them. And yeah, average frag mine, you can go. We'll upgrade everything later. We'll keep that as well because we're getting a droid soon. We're getting a good droid soon. Got my violet. Got my violet. Got my violet lightsaber. And yeah, if you're just jumping in now, I am going to focus on one-handed. People will be like, yeah, but two-handed is better. Yeah, probably. Statistically, sure. But I'm going to stick with one-handed. Because I think that's more typical Jedi. Beautiful. Beautiful 2003 graphics. Look at that. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oi.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastilla and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastilla and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastilla for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price.
Motherfucker
His
survived.
reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastilla's other companions, Lord Malak.
What could be the big mystery about Bastilla's companions? Watch next week and find out. Find out after the break. Actually, I might go for a break soon. Just don't know when I fit these videos into the schedule. I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out a way. Okay, we're on Tatooine.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Well, I mean, you never know. Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert.
Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. A star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yes, quite. Do you have anything more to say?
How can I help?
Actually, no.
Yes, what's on your...
Actually, yeah, fuck it. Talk
How
more.
can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
Okay, we both know the real reason you're watching me, Bastilla. Don't lie. Come on.
You never give up, do you?
Come on.
I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
Misuse it? Make you tremble? Do you get all tingly inside too? Oh.
What? No, of course not. Not like that anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety. For it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this. But I will do my best to make you understand.
Okay. What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know that very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
I couldn't see myself ever doing those things.
That is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Okay. What would we be required to do then? I mean,
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Okay. What? Checking out our supplies in the cargo hold, and something is not right. Okay, what do you mean? Mission I asked everyone, but no one knows anything about it. You might want to check out the food. Okay, but first we have to talk to Juhani.
What is it you would like?
How did you become a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi. I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
I mean...
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Okay, where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet one?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored by a Jedi? Really?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi, to lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Yes, you're right. Okay. So someone has been digging into some emergency supplies, which is just great. The food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this. Well, how much do we trust the guys in the party? There's no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate theft. It's from pest or vermin. It looked like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. A thorough search of the ship. Okay. Guten Tag, is anyone here? Hello? Nee, okay. Hello, is there jemand here? Nein? Okay. Anyone here? Oh. You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you, but when you stop to listen, they disappear. Hello? Okay. Oh. Hello? Okay. Yeah, they're always behind you. Okay. They're coming from the cargo hold.
Kipuna.
What?
Bonanakichu.
A girl, where'd you come from?
Selima wanga kunbikin.
Okay. Calm down. I won't hurt you.
Mucho shakapaga.
Mucho shakapaga. I have no idea what you're saying. Again, this is epic. This is epic. No one knows what he's talking about.
Mucho shakapaga.
Mucho shakapaga, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, Epic? What are you talking about? What's your name? Point to yourself. Me, 50-year-old boomer. You?
Mucho shakapaga.
Okay, Sasha. Your name is Sasha.
Mucho shakapaga.
Okay, try to learn Sasha's strange
Tonki
language.
ba non tontek.
Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian.
Kipuna. Bonanakichu.
Okay. She knows of them.
Selima wanga kunbikin.
He doesn't like them, I guess.
Kipuna. Bonanakichu.
Okay. So you're human. You learned the words from somewhere else, though. Try to learn it again.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Bristag, what is that?
Tong abuk shami no no.
Bristag ma lesfa. Okay, it's a thing. Something around here.
Mucho shakapaga.
Shot myself. Bristag, it means starship.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Bristag. Lesfa. Everything is safe.
Tonki ba non tontek.
That panel, that's what Lesfa means?
Kipuna. Bonanakichu.
Oh, Lesfa means home, okay.
Kipuna. Bonanakichu.
Eso one? Not Eso one?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
I see you or you see me.
Tong abuk shami no.
What? You're hiding.
Tonki ba non tontek.
What the hell?
Selima wanga kun.
Okay, you're hiding in the starship. It's your home. I get that. You said that before. What is Gondisen?
Mucho shakapaga.
Yuba Gondisen. Sounds like fucking Jar Jar Binks. Something about me, but what?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
You're Gondisen. What?
Mucho shakapaga.
What is Gondisen?
Mucho shakapaga.
Something about me, yes, but
Tong
what?
abuk sham. Selima wang. Mucho.
Okay, you can stay here for now, but what the hell?
Mucho shaka.
Learn more.
Mucho shaka.
There's something else.
Mucho shaka. Mucho shaka pa.
It's something like you. Ah, means you like it. Ah, okay.
Selima. Kipuna. Bonanak.
Abs means to hit.
Kipuna. Selima.
Oh, come on.
Kipuna. Kipuna.
There it is. There it is. It's to hit. Or not hurt.
Tonki.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Noogis. Is that Noogis? Noogis.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
The floor.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
What? Noogis means now? Nanugis is not now or before. Damn.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Yum.
Tong abuk.
What could yum be? What could yum be, chat? What could yum be?
Mucho shakapanka.
You mean food? Yum is food.
Selimo wanga kunbikin.
Crazy. You want food now? You're hungry?
Tonki ba non. Mucho shakapanka.
You want me to tell you a story?
Tonki ba non tont.
Oh, tell me about it.
Tonki.
Communicate with Sasha. There's someone there who will take you home.
Tong abuk sham.
Yes, on Dantooine. Yes. Okay, can we talk again for more XP or something? How did you get on the ship? Ah, we have to click this first. Why are you hiding on my ship?
Selimo wanga kunbi.
You came on the ship before, you were very scared. Why?
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Something about a Mandalorian.
Tonki ba non tontek.
And the starship is now my home. God damn it.
Tong abuk.
The Ebonarch is not your home. Not your first home.
Tong abuk.
What?
Tonki ba non tontek.
Oh yeah, there's someone there who will take you home.
Tong abuk shami.
Yes.
Mucho shaka.
Bye-bye. And why are you...
Tonki ba non...
Why are you scared of the Mandalorians?
Kipuna. Bonanak.
It took you before and hurt you? Mandalorian ship wasn't home, you didn't like it. I get that. Oh. Okay, let's just go take her home. Quick. Get her the fuck off my ship. Don't like her. Let's take the other dream team. I can't leave Bastilla behind.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals.
100 credits.
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
Is there a way you could reconsider the fee?
I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world.
Hey, the money I save, I'll spend in your stores. Hey.
That does make sense. I suppose this will cover any future landings as well. Now.
Okay, good. Okay. Oh.
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun.
Aren't you Bastilla?
Bugra shak.
I'm Bastilla, yes.
Bastilla.
I take it that you know my
Bastilla.
mother.
Bonana kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kumkiba bulmulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tonga boksha nagnong.
Is there something I can do for you, miss?
What?
As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Yeah, we don't have time for this.
Fuck.
Your mother's condition.
My mother's condition?
You didn't know?
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun
Mother is
kun.
very ill.
Patuyama kama wona henak neck.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
Shachika ton mulaka wata yumaka wama honak neck. Ashanti.
Ooh. I guess we should go see her mother,
Part of
Bastilla.
me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see.
I mean, we should probably go see her. Boom, boom. That'll do for Zal Bar.
Yes?
First, let's just go... Oh, let's just go and loot the footlockers here. Because if there's not anything to loot for more than 5 minutes, people will lose their freaking mind. It's an RPG! This is an RPG! Made myself cough there. Never doing that voice again. Okay, so what have you got for sale? God damn, my voice just went. I mean, we don't have anything to sell. To sale? We don't have anything to sell. Usanis was the most famous Echani warrior. I mean, I don't care. I don't want. Why would I? Banta fodder. Bantas apparently find it irresistible though. Okay, we'll call that. We'll call that. We'll buy that. Ay, ay, ay. I have a feeling it would come in handy later. Don't ask me why, but I just have a feeling. Alright, let's go back to Dantooine, and I'll call it there. Oh. Dantooi. Go bring this little girl home. And then we'll do Tatooine later. Like today's world, you're not gonna... Not even a Jedi wants to be, you know, found in a position where he's got a little girl stuck on his ship. Like, there's no way you can talk yourself out of that one. Oh, we're doing this? Oh, nice. Always the same. Oh, I have to use the... Oh, I have to use the keyboard. Damn it. There we go. Sheesh. No, that one's gonna come in first. There we go. There's one. God damn it. If I could use the mouse, that'd be so much better. Thank you. He's dead. Great kid, don't get cocky. Oh. Oh. Yeah. We'll be fine. There we go. There we go. Shut up. Shut up. Stop beeping. Stop with the beeping, please. Okay, can we go now? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Go talk to that Twi'lek man. Wait, do you call male... Do you call the males Twi'leks as well? They got a different name? I don't know. Go bring her home. Okay. We don't need to bring anyone, do we? Hello, good sir. Wait, we've done this. There's a stowaway on my ship, yeah. Am I certain? Yes. Don't make it a habit of boarding vessels of strange humans, but I will. Are you certain this human is Sasha? Yes. She only speaks a smattering of Mandalorian, but I was able to figure it out. Yes, please go. Check her out. I mean, not like that. I'm here to return you to your father. I see that 50-year-old boomer was correct about your linguistic difficulties. I'm positive your parents can assist you with that. Calm yourself. I'll take you home. But the starship is my home. Lur Arca Nabats. No Gisen Lesva. What the fuck? What? What? Girl's parents will be most happy with... Okay, but where's my... Do I not get money? Do I... Okay. Okay. You got any more war stories before we finish?
I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan.
Okay, tell me.
For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail.
Did that work?
Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
Okay, I mean, you were a great warrior. That's kinda awesome.
Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Yeah. Is there something else you want to know?
Tell me about, no.
Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. There anything?
What? Oh.
Your choice.
Yeah, tell me more about the war with the Republic, man. Okay, has Juhani got anything more?
How may I be of a...
Can we talk?
What is it?
Are you doing okay?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Why, what's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about Quattro,
about
my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Do you, eh? Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
If I see you begin to slip back, I'll help. I'll intervene.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
Okay. Okay, I kind of hope we're done with all the talking for now.
How can I help?
Do you want to talk?
Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. Should we have the opportunity, I would like to find her on Tatooine. There's only one small colony there. It should not be difficult. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do.
Okay, so she won't talk.
Yes, what's
God.
on your... You got it. Yes, what's on your... You got it.
Shut up, Karth. She won't talk until we find her mother. The droid won't talk anyway. Zalbar doesn't talk. Mission won't talk until we... Wait, Mission won't talk till we find her brother. Bastilla won't talk till we find her mother. I don't know if I got those mixed up earlier. Okay, let's skip the little cutscenes. There we go. But that's gonna be for next time. So next time we are gonna explore... Boom. Next time we will explore Tatooine a bit more. We'll level up Mission. We'll level up Mission real quick. Attributes, Dex, skills. Do you recommend? Sure. Feats. Toughness. Yeah, it's gotta be toughness. Oh, she has more. Okay, just do them, do them. Okay, just one more level. Boom, the usual. Yeah, keep it like that. We'll have one. We'll have one left over for later. What's your gun like? Okay.
Yes?
Sure.
Oi, oi, oi. Okay, let's leave the... I knew he was gonna talk to us. I knew it. I knew. I knew. What shipment? Bay 32. Yes. Everything is in order. The Gizka are your problem now. Wait, did you say Gizka? It says right here on the manifest. Nope. I didn't do that. But we have no choice. We have no choice. He just delivers it and he doesn't care. He's a mechanic. Do you have anything to say?
Leave me be.
Nope.
If I don't get these converters working, I lose my job.
Well, then get going. Go do something. But, yeah, this is where we're gonna leave it for today. So thanks so much for watching, if indeed you have, and I will catch you tomorrow with probably something else. Bye.